at the Outback Motor Speedway, the last race of this 2018-2019 season, and like always, for the past 8 years, we've ended it with the Lucas Oil Slot Car World Championship, and really a proud thing for us to be associated with Lucas Oil. We can't thank Richie enough. Rick Swaley, you got James Essex. Just got to thank everybody from Lucas Oil for sponsoring us, and Forrest Lucas. Yeah, we can thank him. Yeah, that's right. But here you, long time. You was busy here the early part of the season getting wins, and you and Brent back and forth. But then you've been kind of shut out here for lately. But had a good car tonight. I thought Davin was going to maybe get his first win, but little too many mistakes.
Well, we had a real good race there between David and I, and Brent wasn't far behind, and I knew I couldn't make any mistakes, or I wasn't going to be standing here. So we just kept digging. Got to thank Junior Cooper, give me a good car. He did a lot of work this week and sort of tried something a little different. We hit on something and sort of suited me. It was something I liked to drive, and we just had a pretty good night all night. And it's nice to win one again for a change. I was tired of being second place saggy there for a while, and then, hell, I couldn't even get to second.
Well, you know how to get around here, but the competition is so strong. Jimmy kind of come in here and come out of nowhere, and he won 3 out of the last 4 races. And then, of course, he wasn't here tonight. He's down in Florida enjoying the sun. But
yeah, that cost me about $2,000 to send him to Florida to win this race.
Yeah, but like I said, you and Davin ended up on the same lap. You was barely behind him at the end of the first segment. And then he made a few mistakes, but you was going to be right there. It's going to be between you two, no doubt about that. Brent was about a lap behind, but he was underneath of you. Above you. So it was going to be kind of hard for him. But you got to feel good. At least you kind of booked in the season. If you did one thing, you won the very first one, you won the very last one.
I didn't think about that, but I guess you're right. And we did win the Lucas race last year, and it's always a pleasure to race with Lucas Oil. I raced with them many times on the dirt tracks, and it's a neat deal to race with Lucas Oil banner here at Outback. It's great organization. They are the tops in dirt racing right now, and maybe the tops in slot car racing too. What do you think?
Well, Richie Lewis was the whole thing behind it, and he kind of told me that this is the only Lucas Oil electric motored event. So, we always hold that kind of special too. But yeah, definitely. It's just a real honor to be associated with the Lucas Oil.
Yeah, no doubt. I've had the honor of knowing most of those guys. I know Richie. I know James Essex real well. James Essex and I are good buddies. That guy's a lot of fun. And I got to meet Rick Swaley here back in January when he come to the Promoters Workshop meeting that Danny Wilson hosted. Great guy, very intelligent. Oh, yeah. There's a guy that knows a lot about what's going on. They got a good man there. His safety presentation that day was tops, bar none. They had everybody really paying attention, edge of their seat. I talked to sprint car guys that were there that said they were more interested in that than they were in some of them that they had went to for sprint car racing because his was so well versed and so well educated.
Well, I think that all of us know how top tier Lucas is, but I think Rick even opened up a lot of our eyes with some of the things that he talked about of how they tire test, how they do their fire suppression things they've caught with the roll cages and things, their seat belts. Them guys stay on top of everything, and that's what I say. It's just an honor for us to even be associated with them.
Yeah, no doubt. They're not just on top of things. They're ahead of the curve. Those guys are forward thinking. And can't forget Steve Francis either. Raced against Steve many years. Great racer, great guy. He's doing a really good job as a tech man for Lucas Oil. He's a big benefit to that series now. And, they got it going on. They have all bases covered.
No doubt. So with your car, did you feel like you picked up any speed when the lights came on? I know some people say they did because I know Davin made a couple of mistakes, but you made up some better time underneath the lights there.
I did on some lanes and not others. I think my car got a little bit tight on some lanes, and I actually lost a little bit of speed maybe in the bottom, but I felt better out top. So, this track is like a dirt track. It's constantly changing. Nothing stays the same here. But you just have to take every lane, every situation is a whole new deal. You drive it, and you get all you can get. You're walking a tightrope, and who walks that rope on the thinnest side and doesn't fall off usually wins the race. But you can't fall off that rope either. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's kind of amazing here. I mean, we've all said it, but you guys used to just try to make the bottom 4 lanes, and you'd survive on the outside. But now it's got so competitive, you better be making all your laps on the outside too. So congratulations, great race, great atmosphere, plenty of people here. We'll kick it off and finish the season with the banquet next week, and that ought to be a little fun too.
No doubt about it. We're looking forward to that banquet. You always put on a good shindig there, and that movie is just unbelievable. Anybody who can't come to the banquet, they need to YouTube that movie and watch it, because it'll be good entertainment. I know that, no doubt.
All right, man, congratulations.
They'll probably be making fun of me some too, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about everybody's going to get a shot next week from you. Yeah. But that's okay. We'll get you back too.
I'm equal opportunity employer.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Of course, we all know Scott Merriman will be the star of the show. That's inevitable. Yeah. Yeah, big target on Merriman's back.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Back at the Outback Motor Speedway. This little man here, I've been wanting to see you get a win. If it would have been a single rotation, you'd have had your first win. You made too many mistakes there at the second segment. You still come up second. Strong run with these 27 people we had in here tonight, but now you got all summer to think about you give away that win.
Yeah, I just wrecked on 1, that cost me, and then I wrecked on 8, and that cost me again.
Yeah, it was a long race. I mean, that's probably overall still the best race you ran all the way through. He was competitive right there. He had to chase you back down, but you didn't get as big a lead as you had at the first segment there, and he caught you, but you still hung there, and you had Brent coming hard, but you held him off, so you can't hang your head. You did a good job tonight.
Yeah, I did pretty good, but it's just hard to see that I wreck and lose.
Well, your dad was staying away from you because he said if he got over and started coaching you, you was going to wreck more. But then you seen me and him talking, and I think you started thinking about what he was thinking instead of thinking about racing. But either way, I'm not going to pick on you too much with this caliber of racers in here, and to finish second in this big event, you got to be proud.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself to acknowledge myself that I can finish good and beat one of the best ones that raced here. And I just probably got thinking about what my dad was saying.
But you can win one. You just proved it tonight. You can win a race here. So now you got all summer to get a little less nerves and maybe put one together next season early.
Yep, I hope so.
All right, man. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Back at third place, Brent Hoddle at the Slot Car Championship, World Championship sponsored by Lucas Oil. You got to be proud. You ran a good race. You won the championship. You are the track championship for 2018-2019 season. How was your car?
My car was, it's been off the last couple of weeks, just a little bit here and there. It was off a little again tonight. It was better early on than it has been, and it was off a little bit tonight. But I did a little change to it, thinking I might have helped it, and I think I hurt it in the A main. But you never know till you try it. This season's been unbelievable. I can't thank the Lord enough for what He's done. He's blessed me tremendously this year. I mean, tonight marked, I only fell off the podium this year one time, and to do that here, have 8 wins, I run third. These guys, I thought for sure David was going to get his first win, and then I think the wheels kind of fell off there. He let his nerves get to him. But congratulations to Alan getting back into victory lane. I know he's had a rough couple weeks, but again, it's a tough field out here, and you throw the track different on us each week, and I think the track might tighten up just a titch more than I anticipated. And what I did to my car kind of was the wrong thing for it. So car, like I said, was just off a little bit. Wasn't off major, but I ain't gonna shake stick out. I'll run third any day.
Well, like I told Alan, I said, we've had a great season. Now it's going to close. We'll have our banquet next week. got to look at the thing, but I think you overall had the best season that we've ever had here for the 9 years that we've been running, because I don't think anybody has pulled off as many podium finishes and win combos that you have this year. So, yeah, you definitely got nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, absolutely. I thanked Jimmy McFarland out here the other week, and I will thank him again. He gave me a heck of a compliment on one of his videos, saying it's a testament for me to be up here wanting for the win each week, and it is. It's been an amazing championship. I think when I got my first championship, I ran for John O'Done. We won 6 races. This year I run 8 races, and I don't anticipate having a season like this again. It's awesome to be a car owner, driver, work on my own stuff and win this championship. I'll be ready for next week's banquet and seal that, get everything for that and be done with it. But it's been a long season, but it's been an excellent one. I'm not going to shake anything at it. I had 2 more cars in the field tonight. Donnie Franklin, he's really wheeling it, and Dean finally made it back in there. So we got a lot of momentum on our side for next season, so we'll see if we can't come back strong. But thanks for everything you do getting here, and Johnny for the tech end, and Danny what he does here to help out, and Walter with the points and the lineups. I know he's tremendous help with that, and thanks to Lucas Oil for it. I mean, that's just amazing that we have a Lucas Oil series, and it's a little tighter to us because we've got to meet Richie Lewis and Rick Swally and James Essex and all those guys, and what a great group of guys that is, and an excellent series. And if you can't make it out next season, one of these races, I hope you make it to a Lucas Oil race, because you won't be disappointed either way.
No doubt about that. I mean, it's an honor to be associated with Lucas Oil, and congratulations on your 3rd place, and we'll crown you champion next week.
Thank you.
You are the reason I've been away so long. Somebody holds the key, but I'm just saying.
All right, here we are back at the Outback Motor Speedway for the Slot Car World Championship, again sponsored by Lucas Oil and the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, I cannot thank Richie Lewis, Rick Swaley, James Essex, Cole Lewis. Can't thank them enough. It's really an honor to be associated with Lucas Oil. First non-qualifier, that we call it the 9th man out. You're the 9th fastest man. 27 people here, and to win the first non-qualifier, nothing to hang your head about.
No, definitely not. This is a tough group. I mean, any night you get 27, 30 racers in here, and I guarantee you 24 of them can make the A-main every single week. And, I mean, it just to run 9th is awesome. I really needed this run. Last night I looked at points, and I'm like, man, last race I could be 9th in points, or I could be 13th in points and out of the pay. I'm like, I need some luck, and things just fell into place. I mean, I wish I could beat Junior and Merriman on the track. They couldn't make it tonight, but man, what an awesome year for me. Like, come down here and never made an A-main. I made 4 this year and won 2 first non-qualifiers races, won a second non-qualifier race. I mean, I got to thank Paul Stump, man. He's given me an awesome car this year. It's just been a blast. I want to thank you guys, Tim. I mean, you guys put on a hell of a show. Like, this is as close as you can get. I'll never be able to afford to drive a real race car, and this is as close as I'll ever get. And man, what an awesome feeling tonight. I needed it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'd never made no A-mains, and you made 4 this year, and I don't think you've ever finished in the top 12 of points, so you're going to do that. So you're going to get to come up here next week for the banquet and get a little bit of goodies and have a good time. But overall, it's been a great season. I mean, we have accomplished stuff here that's never been accomplished before. It's only going to get bigger. We got more plans and more stuff. It takes a lot to put this on, but we got a good group of people, and everybody seems to be having fun, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like I said, you guys got the best deal in slot car racing right now. I mean, you come here and you qualify and you heat race, and I mean, your night can start off great and then go the other way real quick, or you can start off a little rough and all of a sudden things just fall into place. I mean, I keep making the joke about I can't figure out how to win from lane 6. I mean, every time I bring my boy, he ends up drawing me lane 6, and he drew me 6 again tonight, and I'm like, man, I got to figure this out quick. It's the last race. It's about time I learn how to do this, and I pulled it off. I mean, David, he wrecked a couple times. I think he would have won this race had it not been for that. And I mean,
if butts and maybes don't make it around this place.
No, I was fortunate enough. I drove a smart race and stayed in, and that's the big thing here is staying in. I think I came out one time But the biggest thing is staying in, and if you can do that, you can have a good run. But I mean, it's hard to do. It's definitely hard to do. Just once again, thank you to all the officials. Thank you to all the sponsors this year. Without them, I know it wouldn't be possible. And man, what a year! Just awesome.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.